Good morning, everyone. I'm coming to you from Oak Island, North Carolina. I'm here this week with my family, the Parmley branch of the family tree, and behind me is a view of some homes. I don't know if you can hear the ocean in the background. We're a couple blocks away, but it's very different geography than Colorado, and very lovely here this week to be with family. I just finished grading your midterm exams. Overall, I'm very pleased with the results of the exam. There was a 25-point curve on the exam, and our final will be fewer points. I believe the final is 125 points, so it'll be an exact same format, multiple choice and short answers, and just make sure you're reading the chapters thoroughly and looking at the PowerPoints. And I think that there's some things that don't get highlighted when we're covering the units just because we're not doing as many reading summaries in this class as others. So just make sure you're reading the main unit chapter in our final chapters, and you should do fine on the final. And a couple of you are really close to bumping up to that next grade, and that's just simply a matter of sticking with the discussion threads and the reading summaries that we have to. So enjoy wrapping up the Women in Politics section tonight. Tomorrow, or midnight tonight, actually, the Women in Religion and Spirituality unit opens, and I always enjoy this particular unit because I was a religion major as an undergrad, and I have studied world religions for decades, since I was a teenager. So I really enjoy this unit. I enjoy seeing how people kind of look at their own journey of faith and spiritual development, if you've had one, and kind of look at it through the lens of feminism. A lot of you may have heard of the author Sue Monk Kidd. She wrote The Secret Life of Bees, and then her most recent book, which is excellent, I highly recommend it, is called The Invention of Wings. But she also wrote, one of her first books out was called The Dance of the Dissident Daughter. And if you find that you want to explore your own spiritual path a little bit in more depth, during or at the end of this unit, I just recommend that book. It's a great book to read. You are probably wrapping up, speaking of reading, you're probably wrapping up your reading your books and getting your book reviews done, and a week from today you'll be submitting your rough drafts to a classmate, and those are on the news feeds. Please send me an email if you've got any questions about how we're going to do that peer review process. Otherwise, I think this will be a good way to just make sure you've got nicely polished papers for that book review. And I'll be checking in this week, and hope things go well on the Women in Religion unit, and be sure to watch The Burning Times at some point this week. Very, very interesting time in history, and women, the witch burnings. Actually, you can take a really close look at the witch burnings, Salem witch trials, that sort of thing, during this unit as well. See how that intersected with the growth of Christianity, kind of a barbaric time in our history. But have a good week. I'll check in with you next week, and keep those discussion threads going. Enjoy wrapping up your books. Take care. Bye.